Well, I was making lunch for my kids, and I was standing at the window, and I looked out and I saw him sitting over there. And at first there was a motorcycle, so I thought maybe they would help him, but he just went around him. And when I came outside, he was yelling for help. And I went to ask my neighbor if he would sit with my kids for a minute while they ate, and I went and checked on him. And then as I'm talking to him, the arms start coming down and I can hear the train coming, so I just stopped talking to him. I told him I had to go and just took off. Just a few seconds.
So this was all just spontaneous reaction?
Yeah.
And then you bolted out of the house?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened?
Well, when I got over there, I saw that his wheels were stuck in the tracks, and I tried lifting the wheelchair up from the bottom, and the wheels weren't moving, so I decided to try and lift him up from behind, and at first I couldn't, and I look up and the train's just about lined up with the house. Yeah, and at the time I didn't know he couldn't use his legs at all, so because he was like trying to push himself up, like he was trying to get up, but I didn't realize he couldn't use his legs. And I tried once, and I look up and the train was pretty much lined up with our house. And I was like, okay, I really got to try harder because I couldn't just leave him there. So I picked him up just high enough that we could tilt the chair backwards, and I started pulling him out, and as I'm pulling him away from his chair, the train smacks right into the chair. Not very much. It was all just within seconds. I was scared at that point when I couldn't get him out, and I was freaking out, but I was thinking I couldn't just leave him there, but I couldn't just leave him there. Not very much at that time. I was just focused on helping him and getting him away from the tracks. I think if I wouldn't have went after him, I would have been living with, why didn't I go after him and help him? And that would have been so much worse. The first thing he said to me was, "Will you find my phone?" That was the first thing that came out of his mouth. And I tried asking him if he was okay. He's like, "I'm okay." I thought I heard him because we fell to the ground, but he seemed to be okay. He didn't seem shaken up at all. The cop said that it was clear at the other end of the tracks. It was in his wheelchair, and I guess it went down the tracks with the chair. He told me that I was his guardian angel and that he was glad that I was there. I just kept asking him if he was okay because I was freaking out. I thought the train hit his feet. It was that close. I was behind him, but I thought after the train smacked the chair, I thought the pieces were gonna come flying at us. But nobody got hurt, thank God. As it was coming, I was terrified, but like as soon as it was like right in my face, I pretty much went blank. Like I wasn't scared of anything right then. It still worries me. The rest of yesterday, I kept looking outside every time I heard a train. He loves to run around, so we're always very close to him when he goes outside. I mean, it feels good to hear it, but I'm just glad that he's okay. I mean, everyone's been telling me that I'm all these different things, and it just makes me feel good.
I hear you there, buddy.
I would just tell people that if they see somebody that might need help, they should stop anyway, no matter what it is. Even if they're fine, I think people should stop and ask them if they're okay. Well, I mean, my husband had a job at the pizza place here, and they cut his hours majorly. He's only working 3 days a week now, and it's only about 4 hours a night, and his last paycheck was only $54, so. And I stay home with the kids all day. I've been looking for a job, but it's not very easy when you only have one car and no babysitter. No, we're a month late on our electric bill and our rent, and we had some money saved up for our electric bill, but somebody broke in and took that money. So we're trying to save up more money. We're trying to ask family for help, but they're not doing very well either, so. Someone told me earlier that the bank here in Auburn set up an account for us, and the Pawnee, a baseball team in Pawnee is selling Cardinals tickets, and they told us they would give us the money that they raised from that.